What up? It's your boy Nick Incredible Man, and yes, I am back at it again. And this is 911 Lone Star Season 2, Episode 1 review. And this is a pretty interesting start. Let's get it, man. First of all, before I can even talk about this episode, I watched the little ending thing all the way through, and we're getting a crossover. We're getting a crossover between 911 and 911 Lone Star. I don't know, like, they didn't give a specific date, but that within itself is reason to just get excited. We're getting a crossover. Oh, I can just picture it now in my mind. It's gonna be epic. But this was a nice start to the season, and it seems like their traumatic event is not going to take place in the very beginning. So it's going to take place in episode 2 and go from there. So it's a little different than 911, and the fact that it's different from 911, I'm actually really kind of enjoying that as well, because 911 Lone Star brings in just a teensy weensy bit more comedy. 911 brings in some comedy, but 911 Lone Star brings in just not like it's comically or a comedic show or anything like that. It's just that like there's just a little extra oomph of laughs throughout the entire episode than it is in 911. But it's setting itself up as something different. It's still got that 911 feel to it, but it's different. And then they're in Texas, and the comedy adds that extra oomph to it that you don't get from 911. And both shows in their own right are equally good. I enjoy both of them. But this one was nice, man. We find out this episode that Blake is not going to be there. She decided to give up being a paramedic to help mental disabled people on the streets. That's the cover story, because I read online that Liv Tyler is not doing it because of COVID and everything. Her flying back to London and coming there to shoot the show and stuff would have been a real hassle on her family, so she decided not to do it. So they hired Gina Torres to take her spot. And Gina Torres has been introduced as Captain Tommy Vega, and she's a paramedic, but she hasn't been a paramedic, I want to say, for 8 or 10 years. So it's been a while since she's been a paramedic. Then we get introduced to her family. She has 2 twin daughters, and her husband, if anybody doesn't know, I gotta look up his name. Excuse me, one moment. I know it. What's her husband's name? Okay, Derek Webster, but I know him as Eisler from NCIS New Orleans. If you're a big fan of NCIS New Orleans, you would recognize him as Eisler. So that was a nice little thing. But I'm a huge Gina Torres fan, and it was nice to see her in this role. And I feel like she made it her own, and she's doing her own thing. So I'm super excited to see more about her as the season progresses as well. We're dealing with Owen being with his ex this season, which is TK's mom, and it's played by Lisa Edelstein, and she is Owen's ex-wife and TK's mother. So we brought some pretty big names to season 2 as 2 significant figures in this season, so I'm super excited. This episode started off with a bang, though. We see this dude that works at like this military historical base, and he just took this tank and just started riding across town and just destroying property, man. And I get why he done it. Like, he didn't want his daughter to be forgotten, and the VA hospital that abandoned her and didn't help her in her time of need, he was going to go there to destroy it. But Owen kind of talks him down, and it's not a traumatic event, but that makes an opening and an entrance all on its own, with someone just taking a tank and just riding it through town and destroying property and stuff. So 911 Lone Star came up with their own big bang to start the season out with. But it's nice to see all the characters again. And the cases this episode were very short, and like they were like boom bam, and they handled the cases there wasn't anything kind of lingering or anything. But some of the cases were kind of funny, man. And then we had a couple serious cases as well, like the one at the roller derby. I know that they were doing the roller derby thing, but dude, seriously, nobody saw the splinter, like the big pokey thing sticking up out the floor. The referees, none of the other people skating around the roller derby rink or anything. Nobody saw this, and when that chick fell on it, oh my gosh, man, she fell on it, and then like they turned her over, and you see her arm bit 6 ways from Sunday. But we get to see Tommy Vega in her because I want to call her character's name. We see Tommy Vega coming in, and we see that the dude, her helper or whatever from the paramedic, I know his name too, I can't think of it. He's kind of questioning whether or not she's going to be okay, because she hasn't been a paramedic since 2013, and times have changed. But she comes in, the chick's arm's all messed up. She looks at it. She's having a moment. It's going to take her a while to get back into the groove of things. But she sees it, and she sets it like it's nobody's business. It took her a minute, but she said it nonetheless, man. It was nice. She was getting into the flow of things. And then we have the case with the guy on the telephone antenna or whatever. That's crazy, man. This dude is setting up. This man went to work like any other normal day, and this fool in her apartment is shooting bolts at him. And then they get up there, and she's shooting bolts at the paramedics and the firefighter. Oh my god! She started shooting bolts at Tommy and Owen, and she was multiple bolts, and then they came in there, and they stopped her. I was kind of concerned that that someone may get hurt, but I doubt it. I doubt that they would do that in the very opening of the season. But like, it's still very reminiscent of that time when TK got shot. It was like, well, man, you guys should really leave this to the police, man. But they didn't, and they stopped him, and I think it's a good thing, because who knows, the next couple shots might have actually hit somebody. So they went in there and stopped her, so that was a good thing. But they had some weird cases, man. Like, they were weird, but like, and they solved them and helped these people, but they were very weird cases. We have the people on the Zoom call, and then we have the one chick. Like, how did she not think, like, she took her laptop or tablet or whatever into the bathroom with her, and did you not expect these people to see you on the Zoom call using the bathroom? I mean, I don't get it. Then the dude choking, and like, they end up saving him. Like, it's very comical, but it's not a comedy show. Like, you guys know it's action packed and stuff, but I'm just saying it's comical, and I actually enjoy that side of things, and it keeps it kind of lighthearted. But like, when it gets serious, like those moments where we see Owen. We find out that Owen is cancer free now. Well, like, he's in remission. I'll put it like that. He's in remission now, and that is epic, man. And I feel like that's good news. But like, when it's serious, like, the show gets serious. Like, when they were on the cell tower and everything, like, it was a serious moment, so it got serious. They kept it light and fun hardy, because like, they sprayed her with the hose and everything, but like, when it got serious, it got serious. What else happened? What is it? Oh, we see that Owen and TK's mom are actually getting it on together. Okay, I see you. And we know that, like, from their history from the first season of him talking about it, but like, now Owen kind of wants to go further and like redo their relationship and restart their relationship, and because they've been confined in his house since the quarantine, so like, he wants to see where they can actually take this. And TK done told the whole fire station that they've been sleeping together and everything. Like, oh, everybody knows. But it's nice, man. And I gotta go on here to find. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I haven't quite memorized everybody's name just yet. Okay, and then we have Judd. We see that Judd knows Tommy, and we also learned that Tommy trained Blake as well. So that's a nice little segue to kind of tie her into the whole series as well. Like, oh, okay, she's not just some random paramedic captain. Like, she trained Blake, and Judd knows her, and she introduced Judd to his wife. So overall, it was a nice introduction. And at the very ending, we see is where the lava kicks in, and that's when their whole big bang is going to kind of take place, is in episode 2. And there's lava in Texas. That's going to be epic, man. Overall, it was a nice, fun episode, and I enjoyed it. And like I said throughout my review, that like, it brings in the comedy side, but like, when it's serious, they know when it's time to get serious, and they keep it serious. So I really enjoy that. And with the comedy aspect of it, they kind of set themselves apart from 911, but it's still a serious, very serious show, and I really enjoy that. Overall, man, I can't wait. And like I said at the very beginning, we're getting a crossover event between 911 and 911 Lone Star. Tell me that's not exciting, man. This is your boy, Incredible. Don't forget to smash the like button till you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember that 911 and 911 Lone Star are back, baby. Peace out, man.
I cannot complain because today, I'm doing my thing.